Get ready for your daily dose of WordPress and web development tips, tricks, and insights to help you find success with WordPress. You're listening to WP the Podcast with your hosts, David Blackman and Tim Streifler.
Hey everybody, welcome to another episode of WP the Podcast, brought to you by WP Gears. I'm David Blackman.
And I'm Tim Streifler.
Today in episode 624, we're going to talk about whether or not you should monetize your website with ads. I'm going to throw this out there. Tim put this underneath our topic. He said, David, yes. Tim, no. And partially true. He's partially correct. David is, yes, absolutely, but it depends.
Yeah. And really, I'm like, no, you probably shouldn't. However, in some cases, you might.
Exactly.
So we actually are probably more in agreement, but it's just kind of fun to argue, the two different sides to it. So, David, you want to go first, or do you want me to explain why I said no?
Oh, no. I want to overcome the objection. I want you to go first with the no.
There we go. I like that. So, in my opinion, in most cases, no, you should not add ads to your website. Now, first of all, I feel like the debate really should only come up when you have a content website with the blog and you have lots of traffic and organic traffic with really good search rankings and stuff like that. If you're a small business and you have a mom and pop type of online brochure type of website, then 100% no, do not add ads to your website. But if you have a content site, that's kind of where the question comes up is like, hey, I'm getting, I have a lot of blog posts and getting a lot of traffic. Should I add ads? My answer is no, because I think it can decrease the user experience. And people, depending on the type of ads, like banner ads, especially, people just don't like to click on them. They get annoyed. In my opinion, I think what you should do is you build a brand and you, with an email list and everything, and you monetize through affiliates, right? So if you look at like some of the big WordPress companies or blogs like WP Beginner doesn't sell any products on WPBeginner.com. They also don't have any ads last time I checked. However, they make a killing off of affiliate marketing by doing content, blog posts, reviews, tutorials on different WordPress-related products and services, and they make a commission on it. And so to me, that provides the best user experience. Also, you're recommending something, and so there's money being made on both sides. And so to me, that's typically what I recommend. However, in some cases, and ads might work. I don't have a lot of experience with that, but personally, when I'm on a blog, I don't like to see ads. If I'm in my Facebook news feed, sure, look at ads. If I'm on YouTube, sure, ads. But when I'm on a blog, I don't like it getting cluttered up with ads that aren't specifically written, for that post, like an affiliate, quote unquote ad would be. I don't like automated generated ads on blog posts, but that's just me.
All right. Well, there you go. Tim's no, and I do agree with Tim, to a certain extent. I do think it depends on, how much traffic you have, what type of website, and what your business model is. Obviously, he gave the example of WP Beginner. Their business model is more of affiliate revenue and content site, and they have 1.3 million readers a month. I'm pretty sure Saeed Bolki is a very smart businessman, probably one of the smartest ones in the WordPress space. And if it was of value to him, he would have ads there, but he doesn't. He goes more of useful content, and if you find the content useful and you want to purchase some of these products that they review, they generate revenue through affiliate money, and that's perfectly okay. However, I have a very good friend of mine who is in the RV community, and they have an RV blog and a family blog, and they get probably about the same amount of traffic that we get on our Aspen Grove Studios DiviSpace websites. And I was shocked. She did a talk a couple of years ago on, a very transparent how they earn their revenue and, what they do in their business to generate income and stuff. And one of their biggest, if not their biggest, revenue generation was ad revenue. And, to the tune of nearly 6 figures a year in ad revenue. And, that's huge. That's like, can support your family, and it obviously supports their family and stuff, and they travel and whatnot. So I guess, if you have that opportunity, then absolutely yes. I think, my own mind, this is not the 90s anymore, where ads used to be pop-up hell, and ads were just insane everywhere. People are kind of more anesthetized to it now. We're used to seeing them, so it doesn't overwhelm us and piss us off as much. So I think, if you can put ads into your website, if you have the traffic to justify it and you're going to make revenue from it, then placing them in your website discreetly and not just overwhelming is going to be good for you from a revenue standpoint, and can help you and stuff. I'm with Tim on the aesthetics part. If you can't tie it in to where it looks nice and stuff, don't do it, because it is tacky. I'll give you an example of one thing that I hate, and Tim used this as an example that he was okay with the ads being on, and it was YouTube. I'm a big YouTuber. I love watching YouTube. It's kind of my form of not only entertainment but education. I learn a lot of things from YouTube. Well, when you open up YouTube's homepage, the first thing that comes up is this gigantic ad expands at the top of the YouTube page. And I have to scroll down to see the latest videos for the things that I'm interested in. And that's annoying to me every single time, and I got to hit the X or I got to scroll. And it's just, I don't know. It's just kind of annoying to me and stuff.
Yeah. That I don't like either. But what I meant was more like when you're on an individual channel watching someone's video and they have an ad, and it's like, yeah, it might be a little annoying, but it's like, hey, this is helping them, they're creating content, like this is how they get paid type of thing. But yeah, I think one thing, like on a WordPress website, like in a sidebar banner ad type of thing, or, it's pulling it, it's like a Google ad network or Facebook ad network, whatever. I think the reason why I don't like it is basically it's distracting from whatever your content is. So if you have a blog post and you're trying to teach something to someone, well, the ad that's on there is distracting them from your content, but it's like you almost want them to be distracted and click on the ad because you get money type of thing. And so that's where the issue lies. However, when you're doing like affiliate, it's like, no, you're controlling, and it's like you're driving them to that affiliate product because you recommend it, and it's not like distracting with something else. So I think that's a key difference there. But yeah, I mean, if you can make money off ads and, have a great blog and a great brand and people love you and the content and make money from ads, like why not,
Yeah, absolutely. We hope that answers your question of whether or not you should monetize your website with ads. We think we've given you a good cross-section of when you may want to consider it. Tomorrow in episode 625, we've got 5 things you can do with Inspect Element. If you're building websites, or if you ever wanted to know how something's done, how did they make this big letter red, or padding around it, or margins, or whatever, we're going to tell you why this little thing called Inspect Element is so powerful, and 5 things you can do with it. Tim, until tomorrow, we'll see you then.
Take care. Bye-bye.
We've come to the end of today's episode of WP the Podcast. Join us tomorrow for more daily tips and strategies designed to help you run your WordPress business toward success. Remember to subscribe to WP the Podcast so you can stay up to date with each episode. And don't forget to rate and review us. We'll see you again tomorrow right here on WP the Podcast.